Oh yeah, I already saw that. I got mine out. I just wanted to show that. Oh, my balloons are trying to get away. You're chasing your balloons.
They look pretty stiff.
Kicks.
Yeah, they're
You
real
got
stiff.
that backwards. They should be flying behind you. Tape is rolling, boys and girls. Quiet on the set. Getting ready to go live radio.
Huh? I say.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. And no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack. And we've got release 43 today.
Wow.
What? Wait. No open mic? What is...
Oh, no. I was waiting for you to
Oh,
do
no.
where we
Oh.
interpret the news so you don't
Oh,
have
okay,
to.
okay.
And, you know,
you're doing hand
jumped right
gestures,
into
it's like-
release 43. So.
Okay. Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. There we go.
You started off with hand gestures early
Well,
and threw
you
me
know,
off. It's like, crap, did I forget to change it to open mic
You
again?
know,
I mean,
you got to keep in mind that people actually watch this stuff and watch us. They're not just usually listening. So, you know, hand
they're watching me
gestures,
like put my
you know.
head down, like
Yeah.
check my text
Yeah,
messages.
they see you
Look-
all day just with your head down, reading your text messages, you know,
Well, it's not my fault. It's like I occasionally receive some text messages during the
looking like the
show, and
Cyclops.
it's like,
I don't know, you know.
hey. just because like sometimes I have to
Telling
do
you,
that just for
paper
you.
towel will work, you know. Just wipe that
Dude,
brow.
no. You know the real solution is actually going back to Hawaii, working on my tan, and then coming back, and
The
then
solution's a little talcum powder to get rid of that shine.
what are you talking about?
Oh man.
Man. You gray spot on your
I was
head.
gonna say, it looks
He's
like
listening.
you got sheen. Looks like you're sweating everywhere. Your arms are even leaking.
Dude, well, it is hot in this
look at
place.
that. Oh, his arms. Like a skeleton. That's horrible.
You put your arm up in the light and look like a skeleton. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
For the record-
you need to fix your green screen settings.
it's Thursday, June 29th, 2017. Trust me, green screen's fine. Behind you, perfect, seamless. The beams off your forehead, I can't do anything about that. Trust me. Yeah. Put a hat on, you know. Wear a hat like Laz, you know. Put your Lord.
Wait,
put your
where
Dark Star
is
hat.
my? I have no idea where my NBNN hat is.
Your head's down, too.
Probably on the floor of your car with your 8-inch cock.
No, it's not there.
Oh, UVs. UV rays.
But
Where is that?
moving right along. That's right. It is release day here in Shroud of the Avatar. Release 43. 43 consecutive releases. Can I say that safely without getting blasted?
43 months of releases.
That's
so
right.
43 months of active development where we have been able to play the game every single release.
On time.
On time. Well, there has been a couple where they're a couple of hours late, or one. But you know what? 43 months of different releases.
Now, of course,
And almost every single month, it's like playing a new game.
a lot of new additions. I'm showing off one of those features right now, which is the expanded zoom view. I can actually see List Rostov standing in the street. I can actually zoom out to show you Blood Omen sitting on the lawn where he sits every day. I would used to have to zoom around to show you that view. And of course, we got a nice, you want to take screenshots now. That expanded top view down is just phenomenal. But you can get an expanded view to get a better sight of what's out there and around you. And I still got the seat blocking when you swing that camera around.
Oh, yeah. That's still blocking. And
but
just
man,
think they're causing my camera to zoom in.
As I'm zoomed all the way out here, man, and that's just
you know what I am most excited about? 15 meters.
15 meters, yes.
Oh, and because you know what? As Led Zepp's playing this sad song, I don't know what he's playing. It's like
15 meters is no more. They have doubled.
Still hear him.
The
You can
music,
actually,
and we can actually hear it now. List, can you hear that music over there?
oh yeah, you can.
Are you? Yeah, okay.
So
yes,
it's like you can actually do a concert now,
absolutely.
and you can actually.
Docking.
Oh, that's docking, dude.
So it is.
Do you have In My Dreams?
I don't. That's the only one I got.
And I hate to correct your spelling, but it's docketed.
Yeah, I know.
D-O-K-K-E-N.
Yeah, with two Ks. That's right.
So that docking was actually one of the first albums I ever bought.
Good one.
I gotta love the expanded view as streamers.
Actually, it was the first.
We've been asking for something like this for a long time. Now, another thing I'm noticing...
Not just as streamers, but also for Shroud the Wandering Bard, for all kinds of other reasons. I mean, even for your in-game concerts.
I'm not talking about the music. I'm still ranting about the great panoramic view.
Camera?
Now.
The zooming out and the increased zoom range.
I mean, just to be able to get this all in, see people out there on the street, see lists standing on the road without having to spin around. You know, so when we have all these trippers come along, I'll actually see them without missing them because they're off my screen, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm also noticing up on the compass, if you notice your compass, your lot is now highlighted in green, not white like all the other things, which is,
Cool.
says, hey, that's home. I think that's a pretty nice, neat addition.
Well, you have to remember, I actually don't own my lot on this character.
Ah, yes, okay. See,
So it's
I
actually
finally
owned by one of my
transferred
other
everything
accounts.
over.
Well, I don't want to redecorate, or else I would.
Redecorate. Magic Mover, hello. Oh, you can't.
Magic Mover doesn't work between accounts.
You can't transfer that. That's right. Ooh,
So,
yeah, there's something for you. Let the Deco Divas decorate your lot, and they can transfer it to you.
Well, I'm afraid of what that would do to our cheesy sign writing.
Yeah, well, you just move it over to this slot. Yeah, we've done this several times before. I know it's a pain in the ass.
Hey,
Throw everything in a chest, walk it across the line, then bring it all back. Holy Walnuts hanging out with his balloons. Okay, let's get the balloons out. I got my balloons.
Well, I haven't collected those from the bank, so.
Yeah, I figured if anything, it had to be the thing that would be just the most fun to be holding on to while we're doing the show. And apparently, as most other people thought to bring their balloons today and have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Whee! But of course, yes, one little funky thing about the balloons is when you run,
you talking
your
about
balloons
the angle?
lead you. Yes.
Well, that just means that the the let's see. I don't even. I want to say it's balloons on a stick is what it is.
Yes.
I was
it's
gonna
stiff
say.
a little bit. It's a little stiff.
My
so-
balloon's a little stiff, Jack. Yeah.
Hey,
Anything else?
balloons on a stick.
That-
Balloons on a stick. So it is a solid object,
On a
and
stick,
it is
okay.
not on a. It's not balloons on a string. It's balloons on a stick.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Gix
Yeah.
don't care. He's over there whittling away.
Yeah, they're very firm.
Ooh, can we do a dual balloon wheels?
I don't know. Can you?
It's something with them. Knock something out with that.
I don't know, but Scroda just took Dex's chair, which is pretty funny. So, are we going to start talking about some of the new stuff that's in
We're
Release 43?
talking about new stuff. We're having fun. We're listening to
Okay,
music.
it's all
We
good.
can see people. I mean, I'm
Hey,
having a good time today.
I can hear people.
Yeah,
I can
you
hear
know?
people playing.
Yeah,
and so I'm
exactly.
happy.
I mean, I'm just digging this for what it is right now. You know, it's not every release we start off and we're smiling, happy, just enjoying some of the little fixes. You know, because of
Well,
course,
you did that. and-
you know, we just found a major nasty little bug that Jack's going to be reporting here shortly.
Me finding it, that was you found it.
I didn't find a mailbox bug. Hello,
I-
hello.
I don't know what-
Who found the
see
overloaded
nothing.
mailbox?
Let's see nothing.
You know what? I think they'll respond working as intended.
Oh,
But
well.
yes, I already complained about the mailboxes before.
I'm
when it was
talking
on the
about
QA, so-
you don't get your mail being with a
Yes,
with a
so-
full mailbox.
okay.
Yes, that's
So
what I'm talking about.
currently the mailboxes have that 100 mail items limit. And if you have over 100 items in your mailbox, you will not be able to receive mail from other players.
It's like your voicemail is full.
Your voicemail is full.
Please
that
your mail.
And some of the things, like some of the features that I'm hoping that they are going to be adding, like a sent items or even a return receipt.
Well,
I'm
again,
hoping that those get added to the
I
game
believe
soon.
you're absolutely correct there. We need a proper mail system. When I send somebody, 100,000 gold transfer, I want to make sure that it's marked as sent and I have proof, and they get a receipt saying, and I get a receipt when
Absolutely.
they receive it. I mean,
Because right now, I mean, that and the ability to, you know what, I accidentally sent it to the wrong person. They haven't collected it yet. Let me go ahead and recall that message as well.
that's a little
just
tricky.
because.
Yeah.
You know what? With
When was the
the
last
way that
time
some
you
of these names
recalled
are
an
spelled?
email once you hit the send button, my friend?
Um,
That's like recollecting your mail after you put it in the box.
Well,
doesn't
so
happen.
if we were on an exchange server and I was emailing you internally on an exchange server, I can
Well,
recall that message.
Yeah,
Or if I was on
if you're the
Lotus
administrator.
Notes, I could do that.
Lotus Notes.
too. Hey,
Jeez.
the last school district I worked for was still using Lotus
Yeah.
Notes, so
I haven't
it's
set
still
up.
around.
I haven't set up an exchange server in 15 plus years, for crying out loud.
Hey, exchange servers, I love exchange servers.
Yeah.
Until you go through 20 years ago where you had a 12 gig limit on the information store.
You want funny talking about mail. I was cleaning out my hard drive, and right now my Outlook has over 6 gigabytes in the PST file because I've got so much stuff backed up and saved and archived that it's just And
Well, I actually had all of my mail from all the way back to 97 when I registered my first personal
you gotta
domain.
Understand, 6 gigs of mail. This is text. 6 gigs of
Text.
mail.
Dang, that's pretty bad.
Hey, I had all of my email from my personal domain going all the way back to 1997.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. I've probably got about 5 years worth of mail in there. So, anyway.
Until I upgraded to Windows 10, and then for some reason that PST got lost.
You got hit with the same bug that Tracy got hit with. It went bye mail information. That's right.
Yeah,
I remember that.
So yeah, it's like crap.
But yes.
And I went looking through everything, and it's like, yeah.
Mail system.
Well.
Missing or missing features, lacking features. I know it's new.
So I lost my Winamp serial key.
Wow, that hurts.
I know, Winamp.
Especially since it's now free, and Shoutcast is now free, and you really don't need the key for it anymore.
Hey, I just like the fact that I actually had
a serial key for Winamp, yeah. But moving right along, yes, a couple little problems with the mail system we found.
Oh yeah, did you notice how long it took to load into the first scene, and then subsequent scenes after that?
I haven't changed scenes but once or twice, and truthfully, I didn't see much difference.
What? Dude, I was clocking in some scene transitions at 20 seconds.
I mean, I'm not sitting there on the clock. Didn't seem much different. I still got stuck at 50%. It still hung there. Still hung at 94%, waiting to get an owl's head. I didn't see any difference this morning yet.
Well,
I only
the first load-in still takes about a minute, but after that, you should...
And
so
again,
if you change scene,
I'm explaining
sometimes takes 20 seconds.
I didn't see anything on the load-in initially, and I've made one jump to Adoris to get a recipe and back. And again...
Which recipe did you get?
You got to ask.
Was it the new piano? Because
No.
people are looking for the new piano.
Bulletin boards, man. Bulletin board.
You didn't get the new mailbox recipe, so that way we
not
could
there.
actually put it right there on the...
There's two of the same mailbox recipe. No mailbox recipe has been found that I've been able to hear yet. I haven't seen it on the add-on store, the other one, of course.
The ornate mailbox.
I haven't seen the ends on. Yeah, I haven't really seen anything come into the add-on store. I think they just got the release out, and they'll be doing that later on today.
Well, they did actually add something to the add-on store that they forgot to add last time.
Yes, so. But let's get on to the Release 43 instructions without further ado. Let's cover some of the finer points of stuff that we're only going to touch on real quick.
Okay. Yep. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Release 43 came out today. Performance. The programming team spent 3 weeks focusing on most of their efforts on improving performance. They looked at every aspect of how they run the game to find everything that could be changed to improve performance. They are happy to report that they have made significant progress. Frame rate is getting very close to where they want it to be, and is now almost double where it was previously. Their long-term goal is 30 frames per second on a minimum spec computer playing in Ardoris. I have not been out to Ardoris yet, so load times are better, but there's still work to be done.
Yes.
The story. Pat the Coracle. Yeah, this is the summary. The details are further in.
Of a man Led Zepp.
Of a lovely. Oh, not a lovely lady, or is Led Zepp the lovely lady? Pat the Oracle continues to expand greatly with 2 more Colossus scenes. Sequana Colossus and boring ass Colossus. They have also improved the Path of Truth by adding Blood River Outskirts, which is the zone that new users are sent to directly after the Blood River Massacre. This scene makes extensive use of the faction system introduced in Release 42. They are now directing players to move back and forth between the 3 paths so that their level stays on pace with the challenge of each path. Additionally, several scenes were rebuilt, polished, or expanded, including Celestis Libris Ruins, Grafton Miles, the Isle of Storms, and the Crypt of the Avatar.
Isle of Storms.
Yes. Offline mode, if you're worried about merchants, they now have a different buy price for player-crafted items than merchants in online mode. This allows players to sell crafted goods for profit to NPC merchants in offline mode.
Yeah, that
Yes.
needed a lot of balance. Good to see them getting to that finally.
Yeah. And additionally, merchants in offline mode now have an additional stock list that will eventually include all items from the add-on store, pledges, bundles, etc. In Release 43, many of those items are now listed for sale, and more will be added over time. Thanks to all the Dev Plus backers, blah, 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 blah,
Blah,
blah,
blah,
blah,
blah,
blah.
blah. Thank you, thank you, thank
Release
you. We love you.
43. Yeah.
Yeah, that's stars thank yous. We're not going to read all that. That's pretty much the same thank yous. He
same
loves us. He doesn't want us complaining.
We love you.
Here's the changes.
Now, as far as story goes, polish work will begin on the finale of the plot, including work on the Struck Through Destiny Pool and the Oracle Chamber, Blood River Outskirts, a new scene that players, blah, blah, blah. The path of the Oracle continues to expand with connections to Sequana Colossus and Boreas Colossus, or as I prefer to say, Boring Ass Colossus, as well as other polish. The Blood River Outskirts were updated for the new experience, the first iteration of the new scene that comes directly after Blood River Massacre, extensive use of the faction system.
Love it, love
Yep.
it, love it. Now, this has been
They plan-
noted as the biggest scene they've done to date.
Awesome.
Saw that in a
And-
note. Yes, absolutely awesome.
And they're going to be doing more work on this scene in Release 44 as well. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Vigilantes
Spoiler
of
alert.
Fury believe that the elves of Blood River attacked a human settler caravan unprovoked. The retaliation on the village was justified by this alleged assault. The elves tell a different story of the vigilantes attacking their village because they were an easy target and the land was desired by the vigilante leader.
Oh, Republicans
Gary
versus
Regiment.
Democrats. Different story on either side.
Well, hear that.
Conquistadors.
Did I
man.
hear that one?
I don't know. I've heard that
Conquistadors.
story before.
Don't know what you're talking about. They're both lying to you. The Erie regiment that is encamped nearby is indeed there to prevent all-out war. However, they do not have solid proof of who is telling the true story. It is up to you to gather evidence and prove who is truthful, or
Special
you can
prosecutor.
manipulate the evidence for your own agenda.
Prosecutor.
NBNN.
Are you truthful or deceitful?
NBNN.
Just
Dirty.
so
Those dirty
funny
elves.
how it happens to sort of coincide with current events. Can't tell which
Yeah,
side's telling the truth. It's up to you to decide. Makes it interesting.
That's the history of
Yes,
propaganda.
yes, I understand that.
Yeah.
That's what makes storytelling so great.
Oh, yeah. Out in Celestis, that was also uncloned and updated. It's matching the Asian-inspired architecture, costume, and floor themes of the perennial coast. The terrain is heavily influenced by a national forest park in China. Don't ask me to pronounce it. While the cultural decor is influenced by feudal Japan.
Now, I was talking
It
to
features-
somebody about this the other
What?
day, and
What?
they didn't realize
gardens?
that a lot of these scenes are actually derived from actual locations. And,
Inspired by, yes.
Inspired
It's-
by. And
It's
get
kind of
these
like if you
before
get to
and afters.
the what's it, the graph gem mines at the very bottom, where it's got the crystal chamber. Was that the graph gem? Which mine is that? Where's Spiff when you need him? But, like,
I was just there the other day. It's
The crystal chamber is actually inspired by a crystal chamber in the U.S. I think. I can't remember which one
I
it is.
thought it was
I'd have to
inspired
Google
by
it.
Superman.
Nope. Nope. It's not the Fortress of Solitude.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for
You're
it.
waiting for the Fortress of Solitude? I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on.
There are also a few
All those
Easter eggs
crystals
throughout the
like
scene. Yeah.
I want an Easter egg. I want an Easter egg.
Eh,
I want an Easter egg.
Yep. So maybe there's going to be some Seven Samurai references inside of Celestis. Player housing was not touched. Blah, 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 blah. Out in Libris Ruins, that's one of the 6 ruined cities found in Novia that date back to the period in Novian history in which the Obsidian Order rose to power. as described in that novel that
Order.
Laz has not read.
Not
The
a
exact fit,
single
he's been
chapter.
lost to time. What? Yeah.
That's not true. I've only read about a half chapter, so I haven't read a single chapter.
Half a chapter. So you've been introduced to Aaron. That's it. Half a chapter. Jeez, man, you're killing me.
How to
Libris is-
whet the appetite, just to see what kind of reading
yeah.
I was up for when the time comes. Yeah.
It's a quick read. You'll be able to finish it
No.
on your
Oh.
pace within the next 10 years.
Yeah,
10 years.
no, come on. It was, I've sat down and done books. I've done a 500-page book in a sitting sometimes, depending on how good the content is. So,
When
And
did that
Tracy-
happen?
huh?
When's the last time that happened?
A couple years
Where
ago.
Fern grows.
Okay.
A couple minutes ago.
By a couple of years ago, he means 30 years ago.
10.
Back
Yeah.
when he knew how to read, because he doesn't know how to read anymore.
No. I know how to read. I just can't see it anymore. There's a difference. Yeah.
Oh,
And actually, you're gonna laugh. Yesterday after the show, I took a trip out of the house, stopped by the thrift shop, and what did I find? Another replacement monitor. So, the one that
reading
broke
glasses.
that was sitting here that I can't read has now been replaced, and I can now actually see what's on the screen. So I can
90
actually
inch
read
90 inch TV.
Chatty all the way over there now, and I can actually read what's on here.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Whereas, in order for me to read Chatty, I actually have to click on different windows so that way I can say hi to Lucine.
Well, I finally replaced the
Eagle.
little
Or Blood
TV
Omen.
monitor with a 19-inch from a 15. So yeah, I can actually see
Sweet.
that. So yes,
Hey, did you know I actually have a sub channel on my?
yes,
on-
I
on
heard that
Twitch now?
last night.
Sweet.
You and Arius now got sub buttons. Congratulations!
I know. It's
buddy.
like I'm just waiting for people to subscribe.
Is of course all the other Twitch partners are out there are screaming bloody murder now that all the affiliates are getting sub buttons, but screw them.
You know what? Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Support the small
again,
streamers. Support me.
another story, another soapbox. Let's
Okay.
move on because we got plenty to
Yeah.
cover here today, and
Yep. So the Libris Ruins now has the Libris Vault beneath it, and also connected to the vault is the Underground Network. Sequana Colossus.
Underground Network.
Yep. It's one of the 4 Colossi. And
Colossi.
that's the Loves Boreas is part of the Truth Quest. And there's lots of puzzles related to them. Solace Bridge outskirts was polished again. It was rubbed all over. Ore nodes
out
were moved
that
closer to, yes, the bivouac, otherwise known as the temporary encampment. Why can't they use the word encampment or camp instead of bivouac?
Because they know we like to interpret the news. What can I say?
Oh, yeah. The Isle of Storms was polished. I took a little trip out to the Isle of Storms earlier through ye old moon gates. Or actually, it's not moon gates. What are they called?
Lunar Rifts.
Yeah, lunar rifts. Moon gates.
Moon gates.
So I was
Speaking
a moon
of
gate
moon
traveler
gates,
for a little bit.
should we take this show on the road and show the good boys
Well,
and girls?
Well, we haven't even gotten to that part yet. And we can do that later. Because otherwise we'll end up at the Isle of Storms or some random
I didn't
location.
say we had to jump. I just want to go show them.
Well, moon gates are now working in a bunch of locations.
Where are they, Jack? Where are they?
West End, Exeter, Owl's Head, Solace Bridge. What could the other newbie? Blood River.
Newbie.
I know. I forgot the other newbie place. The other newbie place,
Hi, Vale.
and then 2 other places. Highvale, then 2 other
Exeter.
places. I already said Etzer.
You couldn't have said
I
it.
already said that.
Because you said West End.
I said
Brit-
West End and I said Exeter.
Okay. So anyway,
Uh,
Solus Bridge, High Vale, Blood
Yeah.
River, Bramble. Bramble is what you were missing. Exeter, West End, Brittany, and Owl's Head now have lunar rifts attached to them, and they will be open all the time.
Yes.
And they will cycle throughout those. The best thing
Based
I
off
can
the
tell you-
moon phase.
I can tell you to go out and check out. God, who is that? Who's got that site? I will look them up. In
Bow
just
and
a-
Bloodgood?
No, somebody's done one better.
I'm waiting for you. Waiting.
The folks over
Hello,
at
Twilight Sparkle.
Bastion's Point have the
Bastion's
Lunar
Point, yeah.
Rift chronometer, and let's see if they have gotten it updated yet. To
Well, while you're looking at that,
they
don't
have.
forget
Oh, look at
cross
this.
connection.
This is beautiful. And you're gonna love
You need to
this.
send me a link, man.
I'm getting
I-
there. Hello. I didn't know if they were going to have it updated, so I didn't really think to have it
yeah.
loaded up yet. For those of you folks, though, this is going to be a great little tool out there. And again, it tells you when they're open, where they're going. Right now, and we're going to get that up on screen real quick. I'm just going to throw this right up on top there.
Well, I'm waiting for you to paste me a link somewhere.
I did.
Oh, it helps if I get away from my private messages.
Yeah, it helps if you actually look at where we're talking, like in your chat or in our Discord or in my chat. You know, those places where we post things.
Don't make me hurt you. So,
We're all useful to
But
these.
it
So,
tells you
Brookside will be
exactly
available
when
in
it's gonna
13
be open,
minutes.
where it goes to.
Brit-
Absolutely.
Brittany will be available in 39 minutes. Solace Bridge in 4 minutes.
Can't wait that long.
Now, of
High Vale
course,
available in 4 minutes.
now,
It's like
of
a
course
bus-
the question
bus-
is, where are these calculated from? I'm sure that if you're standing
what I
in
think
front,
they did. Well, okay, let's go take our trip down to the lunar rift, so that way I can explain how they're getting these times.
All right,
You ready for this?
me and my
The real
balloon
question
are
is,
ready.
will our musician come with us or no?
Our musician, I don't
Okay.
think is going to
I
be
can't
able to.
run that fast.
Yeah, Come on,
sprint,
Dave.
man, sprint.
sorry, I had to get off the dang lot first.
You got to figure out how to get out of the chair.
I kept running into Blood Omen.
Okay.
I got a Pelican error and got kicked.
Uh-oh. Whoops. Network congestion.
Yeah,
I got to wait for the gate to open.
sprint is
Aha, gate
taking
worked for me.
It's the wrong gate to go to, man. That's the one.
Yep.
It's not
Gate worked for me.
working. It's working.
It works for me. That's all that matters. Now I get to get down to the moon gates, aka the lunar rifts, and explain to everybody that we have to wait on Laz.
Oh, wait, you're not waiting on Laz. Laz is taking his own route.
Well, I'm on the bridge right now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
right there. Relax.
His
Unless I
balloon
get
mates
stuck
with
right
him.
there.
Top of the wall.
Okay, so we
Because
are
I'm hitting
waiting
W
at.
Is that a
twice.
shortcut,
and my
Laz?
sprint is just not kicking in. I don't know why.
That's a short.
Well, you have to double click really quickly, and sometimes it
I
doesn't
know.
work.
I've only been doing that for 2 years. It's not kicking in. is what I'm telling you.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Still don't know how to do
Oh
it.
shit!
Yeah, I don't know how much faster I can click it. Yeah.
I jumped through the moon gate.
It went through. Let's see how
I was trying to get right to the edge of it so that way I could pan around to all the different stones, but that didn't work.
Let's check the load times there, Jack.
Yes.
Yep, working on it.
But of course, while
Vascorper
Jack
underscore
is,
Lestrostov said me yo.
is running through different areas there, I will show you what he was probably going to tell you. Which, of course, if you look up on the symbols on the pillars here, you'll see.
You know what? I'm going to the Isle of Storms just because.
And that means you should be able to jump right back.
Well, it sent me to Solace Bridge first. I think it was Solace Bridge.
So then you're screwed. You might.
And
you gotta go the loop.
And there was no stones at Solace Bridge, so it wouldn't have helped anyways. So let me know when you are there.
At where?
The Moon Gate,
I'm at
the
the
Lunar
Moon Gate.
Rift. Okay, so if you look at the stones on each of them, each of the stones actually has a moon phase associated with it. And so if you look around, it's like you can go through and you can see that, like, Owl's Head, you have to have a full moon in order to actually teleport to it. And so if you go through the different moon phases, it will go around the entire circle. It will just jump from one to the next.
So what you're saying right now is that if I'm looking at this at Solace Bridge, all the other moon gates are going to Solace Bridge right now?
Yes. And if you're in Solace Bridge, it will port you to the Isle of Storms.
Very good. So that's how you figure that.
Yes. And so if you look at the times that it actually takes, you have to remember, like, a game day is
1 hour.
1 hour.
Yes.
So I mean, it will change like every hour. It will go somewhere else. Although I think it's actually faster.
Does it tell you where it goes?
Phases. Yes, there's a little tooltip. If you hover over it, that'll tell you where it's going.
Now, I did a little exploring, a little reading, of course. And while it says Brittany on the stone, it actually goes to the Brittany graveyard, which it says right here on the chronometer. So don't, excuse me, don't be fooled when you see Brittany on the stone that you think you're going to Central Brittany. You're going to the Brittany graveyard. Close enough. But
yeah,
great to see that there, because that was part of my master plan.
Okay, so the fun part is I took me less than 20 seconds to actually make it back to Solace Bridge, and Blood Omen just came to join me. But I am going to recall back to the set, so I started the recall process, and as soon as it decides to say bye-bye.
Yep, I was lazy. I just recalled from the rift to the lot.
Jeez, that's real lazy.
That's right. That is lazy.
Take the load time there, Jack.
Because it's a lot quicker for me to recall here than it is to run all the way to hell up.
Especially the way you go. Some shortcut you took.
Well, I wasn't expecting to get cut off by the house like that. What can I say?
What, you didn't expect to run into the...
I could have dipped out the side gate and went straight down, but yeah.
Yeah. And that time it took me a little over 30-something seconds in order to teleport to Owl's Head. But that is much better than what it used to be, where I would go outside, take a break, go to the bathroom, spend all my quality time reading a chapter in a book.
Exaggerate.
Come on back.
Catch a dream. I mean, you know everything in order to not actually get to the right place. Whoops. Okay. I eventually even got to sit down.
Woohoo.
Now, I'm missing some music. I mean, do I have to actually play something for everybody?
Scar's here.
Who's here?
Scar's here. He's writing, though. He's writing some music.
Okay. Yeah. Also, don't forget, if you are actually on the quest lines, there will also now be the cross connections between the quest paths. So when following one of the 3 paths, a player can sometimes find themselves advancing a part of that path that exceeds their current abilities. This is always meant to be solved by leaving your current path temporarily and going and doing the other paths, so that way you level up and do all 3 of them at the same time. Or
you're going to be
staggered.
forced off your path at one point or another unless you've been playing the game for 5 years.
Yes.
And you've already got all the skills to conquer those. Not 5 years.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
And Arabella is going to guide players early along the 3 paths to consider exploring the other paths. Out in Graph Gem Mines, they expanded the mines by adding a large cavern at the bottom infested with kobolds and water elementals.
Haven't
And
been there.
I have not been down there, but it is otherwise the mine's identical other than this one new
That's
room.
right. They did not change it. They added to it. So don't go freaking out, people. Like
Hey,
the,
go freak out. Freak out.
Just go freak.
This is Shroud of the Avatar. Freak out.
And
Freak out,
please
everybody.
stop reporting the missing boatmen and Adoris. Read the notes. We'll tell you about that in a minute.
No. Oh.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
There was a massive
that's
plague.
There's 3 things that have to be talked about before we get to that.
Yes.
The Plains encounter and the Plains Road encounter were polished. They're encountering Roving Dog on the overworld. It will send you to a sheep via Shepherd Mutt or cow via Husky Mutt.
Ooh, sheep.
Killing some of these animals will draw out their owners, who will justifiably attack the player to defend their herd.
I mean, oil my zipper.
Oh, sweet. It would be really funny if like they randomly did the levels for those guys. That would be even cooler. So sometimes you get like a tier 6 farmer.
Hey, you know, I really enjoy going to a lot of those scenes. I'll run around and just look for those to jump into because some of them are really cool resource scenes. So.
Absolutely. And it's like, hey, this one's got 6 trees. And I don't have to
Wow,
kill anything.
6 trees.
Yeah, that you can continually farm.
And then out in West Ravenswood, they polished that, including moving all the spawns to being dynamic, setting up a number of patrols, adding a kobold leader and his tent. Out in Ravensmoor, they also improved that with dynamic spawning and
You get our
emotes
asses
for
kicked
skeleton
out there.
patrols, and enthroned a tier 4 skeleton boss, proper dens for bearers, and other changes. The Ardoris Plague that Laz is jumping the gun on.
Not jumping the gun, just people already been reporting that they're missing. So read the update notes, folks.
A
or
horrific plague
watch with Latch and Jack and get the update notes.
Yes, a horrific plague hit the town of Ardoris and devastated the population there. Only a fraction of the humans and animals survived. Even the gondoliers, whose constitutions were the hardiest, were not immune.
So
Please
they are
refrain from
missing.
civic disorder while Saranto and Kasi worked towards recruiting the guards that were lost. In all seriousness, they had to reduce the NPC population for performance reasons.
Yes. So while the actual physical NPCs are gone, there are now boats there. So when you see look for the gondolier in, say, Susquehanna Square, there's now a dry dock boat right there that you will click on to get your menu instead of an NPC moving around. So look
Dry
for
dock
that
boat.
instead of
Something will
gondola.
happen.
So it's a dry dock
Gondola?
boat.
Well,
Gondola.
hey,
That's right.
you want to buy a duck?
Huh?
Buy a duck? You want to buy a duck?
Duck?
Mallards have been added to the
I don't
various
want to buy a
adventure
duck.
scenes,
I want to
including-
sell a duck, and now I can sell ducks.
Tame 'em all.
Hey, out in Brittany Estate, they have a certain pub goer has reduced his intake and now throws up much less often.
I hope they did that out in Solton as well.
And naval siege visuals. I have not seen this at all yet.
Siege.
I'm looking for this one.
Visuals.
I'm going to have to go check in for this later today at some
I
point
may
in time,
have
or
to
tomorrow,
actually
or over the
put
weekend,
some
or something.
devotionals in my island town so we can see this.
Yes. Island pots that are now under siege now have better, more unique visual indicators. I'm hoping that also means that the siege, they're going to turn around and update those and make you sail around to different boats through moving platforms or something.
Better more.
And better more.
Get
Better,
crazy now.
Better more.
Better more.
Bear traps. New kind of trap. Bear trap.
Bear trap. Bear.
Yes. Oracle Chamber was introduced
Oh, the oracles.
along the path
The
of the
Oracle.
Oracle. And a
Oracle.
crap ton of scene fixes.
Scene fix, scene fix, scene fix. You get a scene fix and you get a scene fix. Everybody gets a scene fix. Because there's a shit ton of scene fixes
Oh,
here.
man. Don't make a scene.
Metric crap ton of scene fixes. The Destiny pool, which is part of the
Spoiler
Dire
alert.
Prophecy, has
Spoiler
been delayed. Spoiler alert. And then we have the Oracle herself will appear for the first time in game.
Release
First
42.
The oracle.
Made a release back in release 42, not 43.
Yep.
Whoops.
Arabella.
But Arabella did get updated.
Which is like,
Arabella looks like she can
I-
kick
I
your
think-
ass now.
yeah.
Well, she's got the armor for it,
Yeah.
and that is some beautiful armor.
Oh, shoulders are.
Oh yeah, and it looks just like a certain person that I've met in real life. Hi, Letitia.
Like she's ready
So-
to have something.
Well, she's T-posed. But it is actually time for us to move along from this, and we'll return tomorrow at some point in time.
What?
Hey,
Yes,
you know what? We got other things to do. I'm like
We
Laz
would
has
love
to
sit
shower.
here and, add the rest of these. We've covered some of them. and,
Have his afternoon constitutional. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's things to do.
I won't
we,
be here
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I gotta go build bulletin boards and make flyers and plaster them all over the world, advertising lunch with Laz and Jack. So, we're busy
with Laz
people.
and Jack,
The shameless
That, and
self-promotion.
we have to promote the NBNN app, which is available on the Android store or the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store. And it's got all the best links for everything Shroud of the Avatar
You
related.
I'm actually
Right.
wearing my NBNN shirt right now. My Patreon shirt.
Sweet.
That's right. One of the greatest
Screenshot
resources
or it didn't happen.
for
Oh, I
newbies.
set them in.
If you're new to the game and you need to find out where all the hottest links are and the best information right off the cuff without searching for it yourself, go get yourself a copy of the NBNN app in your local app store. And, of course, the daily calendar is there, the Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, which is a what? What is it?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Collection, right?
What is it? It's a curated collection of all of the best calendars related to Shroud of the Avatar that Laz has been able to find. And if your calendar is not there and you want it to be, you can just email news@nbnn.info, and Laz will
This
eventually
guy.
get that public calendar updated onto the NBNN community
Yes,
calendar,
make
which
sure
is also
the
available on
calendars are
nbnn.info,
public
and click on the
before
calendar
sharing
button.
them.
And don't forget, all times on the community calendar, Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia time.
Yes. At 12 and 6, around the clock on WRFB,
WRFB.
two idiots interpret the news so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch with us. And a cast of assorted characters that sometimes like to do weird things to
And
sheep.
cheap.
At 7 p.m.
Watch,
Eastern,
buddy. Watch.
you too can join the Phoenix Republic for their PvE nights and just contact Malahari or Kazan Phoenix Fire for more information. And if that's not your thing, or you want some additional accompanying music, you need to tune into WRFB
WRFB.
for the 70s at 7. At 8 p.m., this just in, DJ Justin is going to be massaging your ear holes for Unmedicated Schizophrenia Part 2.
Yeah.
That is not my dog.
And
The rest
Amber
is
Rain or Amber Rain is
Out
still
of commission.
out of commission. So Temper Tantrum T-Days probably on hold on Avatar's radio. But the final event of the evening is on WRFB.
WRFB.
Is where you can join Laz's dad for the record room. Huh?
Get yourself
Yay.
a rock and roll education every Monday through
right.
Friday at 10, right here on WRFB Radio Free Britannia.
And that's our community calendar for this Thirsty Thursday. Yeah. Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
Avatar.
That's right.
Yep.
Now, of course, got a bunch of stuff coming up. Let me get this up. Yeah, let me get it up for you, Jack.
You need to get it up. You didn't take your medication today? I know. There's a pill for it.
Well, I want to get this out there today and tomorrow.
Darcy of Pax Slayer told me all about that little pill.
Darcy? Yes.
You ought to use it.
You want to tell him what happens if it lasts more than 4 hours?
Well, you might want to talk to someone else about
You want to seek out your local apothecary for help on
Oh,
that?
the old lady says you're not going anywhere. Screw that 4 hour
You're
limit.
doing something.
Hang on. It's right here. I know it's right here in front of us. Lace posted
I have
it
no idea
last
what
night.
you're talking about.
Scroll up to Lace's post.
Scroll up to Laces. Oh, the putt-putt golf tournament.
Yes. Gotta get this in the news today before we get out of here, because today and tomorrow we're gonna remind you about it. At tomorrow, is it right after the whatever we're calling it these days, because the release party.
The release party. It's not Fire Lotus because Fire Lotus.
Well,
is no longer
yeah.
at
And
Portorium, so-
I don't know if we're calling if it's got a specific name these days. Anyway,
I don't know. Dance party.
yeah, that's why I said the dance party.
AFK Dance Revolution. So don't forget, Prism presents the Putt Putt Golf for the Trevor Project charity wrap-up drive done by the Airy Fund.
That's right.
So the Trevor Project charity fundraiser wrap-up celebration June 30th with 3 flights of Putt Putt Golf out in Diamond Fields. That's between 1:30 New Britannia time.
1 and 3 New Britannia, 5 and 7
1 to 3, 5 to 7, or 8 to 10. Run northeastish from the docks past the crafting pavilion to the large clubhouse. And in order to get to Diamond Fields, you do need to go through Port Phoenix. Or, you know what? Friend a bunch of people, especially Lace. And you can teleport to her.
That's right.
Yes.
Hey, just a quick announcement on the Just One Life initiative. It ends tomorrow on the 30th at midnight.
Absolutely.
And for all of those people that, so there's still time to donate if you'd like to get that Just One Life cloak and the other goodies. And for those of you who have donated and are waiting for the cloaks and the prizes from the Streamathon last weekend, we're going to be getting those here in the next couple days. So once we're able to get those from the good boys and girls in the office, we will start distributing those. So thank you for your patience, and we will get those to you as soon as we can.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That is correct.
Well,
and I will be the one that's distributing those cloaks.
Yeah, we need to get the release and the couple patches out of the way before we start going, hey, give everybody their rewards. Let's get it stable. Because starting Monday, we've got a full month of free trials starting after they get these patches out, and then the whole trial will go through next release. So we'll keep you updated on that. But meanwhile, we got to go ahead and thank a couple folks here today. Of course, let's not forget the Airy Fund. The Airy Fund working out there for all your community causes, gamers helping gamers. And, of course, if you want to help out, you can contact Thexidor Markham, myself, Jack, Justin. Just reach out and say, hey, I want to suggest something. Go out to the Airy Fund website. If you know somebody who needs a helping hand, or you have a cause that may be something that we can promote, let us know, and we'll get in touch with you. Of course, great cause. All sorts of stuff coming down the pipe, as you all saw. Do we have numbers right now as to what the tally is, Thex, real quick?
Just off the top of my head, I wish I had the exact number in front of me, but I think, we're probably around $3,800, almost to $4,000, so nice. Pretty good.
Well, nice. and don't forget the $571 that was brought in by the auctions on Shroud Marketplace.
I did, yes.
He includes that. I know that.
Okay.
Of course, the Novia Lottery over in Minewind. Drawings every Sunday afternoon at noon. Go out and get your tickets. Go to thenovialottery.com to get the latest information on those drawings. And that's run by our own Ace Wonder, the Wonder DJ, the Pearl. The Britannia Mining Company would like you to come on out to Market Road and check out all the vendors for all your crafting needs. Located in the Quell region, right next to Exeter and the Exeter Mines for your crafting convenience and mining convenience as well. Sodamap.com, Jacob White, doing all those great maps out there so that you don't get lost running around. Go check out Sodamap.com, sign up for an account, support Jacob, and of course you'll also be able to add your own personal markers to maps going, hey, good hunting here, hey, this place sucks, oh, I make good gold over there. All those good little notes you can add to your own map, so check it out. Of course, Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands. WRFB Radio Free Britannia. You can listen to us throughout the day when we're not live on the radio. You can check out, of course, the Deco Divas every Wednesday and Thursday. ASO Wonder every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Wake Up New Britannia every Saturday morning. Arius Coilmore every Sunday with the GMC 20 and other stuff throughout the day. So check it out, listen in, tune on in and on your Aether Vibration amplifiers. We got all sorts of great programming out there for you. 70s at 7, Record Room. You never know what you're going to hear. Of course, relicsbyrill.com for all your licensed Shroud and Avatar swag. T-shirts, hats, patches, bumper stickers, and much, much more. Save 10% when you check out at Relics by Rill and use the promo code NBNN. You'll save 10% on checkout. And of course, last but not least, the good boys and girls who conduct their stores over at the Shroud Marketplace, shroudmarketplace.com, for all your virtual vendable needs here outside Shrouded Avatar, actually. Be nice if they give us a link inside Shrouded Avatar to get to.
Hey, that would be awesome. Hey, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. I will let you guys know. Last night I put on some of the rarest cloaks in the game. I sold 4 in an hour, and that was the Gossamer cloak.
Does it look like this?
Yes, it does.
Is that the Gossamer, or is that the Virtue?
Yeah. No, it's the Gossamer Virtue Cloak, which is the Gossamer Cloak is the translucent one.
Yeah, that's the one.
But that was one of the telethon rewards. Don't forget, all the telethon rewards have the Virtue symbol, or almost all of the telethon rewards have the Virtue symbol. But I also have like the rarest telethon item, which is the Snowflake Cloak, up for sale on Shroud Marketplace. And the reason it's the rarest is because during that telethon, they only raised like $25,000. They only met one stretch goal.
I got a bunch of those.
One. Are you sure?
Huh?
but that is the rarest.
Oh, well.
Really?
Price just went up in those, folks. I got
Yeah.
about, what, 5 or 9 or something like that.
You hope. But I also have the flaming mount. I mean, if you need the nightmare mask and flaming coconuts, I put those up for sale on Shroud Marketplace. So
Yeah.
that way you can run around in style. I mean, who else needs a
Style.
Yeah.
That's right.
and anything? And then you know what? Markham's Majory has also added a bunch of different cloth armor sets out there, some cloth armor pieces. I mean, he's got some death magic, some life magic, some water magic, all kinds of stuff. And anything game related can be put on Shroud Marketplace by anybody. There's over 50, about 55 player vendors right now. Don't forget, if you want to you need to register for an account. If you want to sell your stuff, you can just click on vendor registration. Then you can start adding your stuff to Shroud Marketplace and get paid cash for it.
And right. And that
Yeah,
means we're overtime yet again. So
It-
we got to
it's
go
time to
ahead
thank the
and
most
thank
important
you
people
folks,
around here.
because Jack still hasn't figured that we don't end the show at 2 o'clock. We end the show at 2 o'clock. We don't say thank yous at 2 o'clock. We end the show at 2 o'clock.
Killing me, Smalls.
Killing me.
Smalls.
So thank you to everybody out there for listening and watching. We love you guys.
Hey, where are they listening or watching?
11
I don't
o'clock
know.
here.
On
YouTube.
Love
Twitch
you.
Or WRFB.
WRFB.
Thank you, guys.
NBNN.info.
We couldn't do the show without you guys.
That's right. It just wouldn't be the same, that's for sure.
Otherwise, it'd just be two guys sitting around on the lot doing nothing.
Talking with Led Zepp, scratching their butts. But meanwhile,
Yeah.
we got to get out of here. We'll be back with more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild happenings, the latest
what happened?
hijinks and shenanigans, right here
Last
inside
died.
Trinity
Yeah.
Avatar.
So we get
I'm
some
Last
Last.
froze.
Drop the mic.
Well, yeah, it is time for us to end the show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Come back, tune into NBNN for more sports, entertainment, and other general silliness and
Okay.
whatever Laz actually says at the end. Welcome back.
What do you mean, welcome back? I didn't leave. You missed your cue.
You
What happened?
left. You got a denial of service attack by fucking shit.
You even froze in Zoom.
Shit, that's what happened.
Well, anyway, we're out of here because we're over time, and that really screwed the end of this show. So have a great one, folks. We'll see you all tomorrow.
He's Laz. I'm Jack. Laz, technical difficulties long. Never has a problem. Never.
Not gonna die.